So hopefully you've seen the first video on the trench knife that I purchased here. One is actually for somebody, and here's mine. So I wanted to do this side-by-side comparison because this is what it looks like when you first get it right out of the box. And I know what you're saying, that, well, do you want it to look like that, or do you want it to kind of look like this, or what it is? So I wanted to show you the kind of comparison. When you first get it, it is covered in grease. The blade and everything and the handle has been blackened by really from what I can tell is really just a kind of like a gun bluing or something like that. That's the way they've done it, I think, including the blade itself, because that's where I actually thought was kind of the giveaway, was the way the blade smelled, because it is a carbon steel blade that it was definitely cold blued. So the question is, well, what would happen if I polish it? Right away, my first thing was, I wanted to know for sure, was it legitimately brass? So I right away got a rag and some flits and started polishing mine up right away. Now, the thing is, it'll tarnish on its own naturally, or I could just probably get some gun bluing and probably do the same thing right over it and turn it back to that state. But what state would you want it? What will it look like if I polish it? Do I want to do that and possibly like, I did this, now I polish it, but I wish it would have I wish I wouldn't have done it because that looks better. It does. It has from a photograph look, it does look better. But for me, I wanted it to kind of have a natural, tarnishing done to it. So I removed the fictitious type aging that they did off of mine. And my blade actually kind of more or less wore down. The bluing kind of wore down from me stabbing boxes, just testing out the durability of the thing. So that's what it kind of looks like. I just wanted to show you kind of a comparison side by side on if you were to polish yours, if you're going to buy it. It is expensive. But this is not your cheapo knockoff one, because the ones that are knockoffs are not actually brass. They're more like, I'm not trying to sound negative or on about them, but they're kind of like pot metal painted gold. So I just kind of wanted to show you side by side what they look like if you were to polish yours up or leave it the same. There you go.